Hi guys, on April 2007, the world was graced with an incredible piece of work, Diary of a Wimpy Kid by Jeff Kinney. Yes, I just called Diary of a Wimpy Kid incredible. On April 12, 2016, Diary of a Wimpy Kid the musical premiered in Minneapolis, a fact I will be forever grateful for. Yes, this is a video about the Diary of a Wimpy Kid musical. Please buckle your seatbelts. In the mid-2010s, the musical was officially announced to be premiering at the Children's Theatre Company in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The cast included Ricky Falbo as Greg Heffley and David Rosenthal as Rowley Jefferson. I don't know who those are either. Okay, now on to the actual musical. Hold up. I have a story to tell. Back in 2022, when the show returned to the Children's Theatre Company, I got tickets for Christmas 2021 and went to the show. I still have the Playbill knockoff they gave us. It has a Q&A with Jeff Kinney and some fill-in-the-blank comics akin to the Do-It-Yourself book. I also got a Loaded Diaper shirt, but I don't have it anymore. Okay, now on to the actual show. Act 1. It starts off pretty much the same way as the first book, but immediately shoots into a banger song called Stuck in the Middle Part 1. Then, as soon as he gets dropped off at school, he being Greg, he gets bullied. Yada yada, sexist joke, yada yada, cut to gym where Greg is introduced to the cheese touch. Sorry. Cut immediately to Stuck in the Middle Part 2 right after the cheese touch. And it finally ends the cold open to the musical. Only 14 minutes in. So early. Greg goes home and introduces us to Loaded Diaper, Greg's brother Roderick's band. Through this introduction, we get another introduction. Mom Bucks. These stupid Monopoly dollar bills lead to the worst song in the entire musical. But we'll open that can of worms later. Greg goes to Rowley's house where we learn, about Joshi, a European pop star for little girls whose catchphrase is, "Eat good foods and be nice," which we learn all about in Joshi Says, which I thought would be like in the movies. There's a song called Joshi Says. It goes like, Joshi Says, and I thought it would be like that. It wasn't. It was actually good. Cut to half-naked Frank Heffley, and now I don't want to do this video anymore. Goodbye. Just kidding, I'm sorry. We return to the middle school. We're introduced to Greg's rival, Patty Farrell. Over the PA system, it's announced that the student council elections are happening soon, so Greg decides to run for secretary, so he can be cool? How is being secretary cool? It's math. Ew. Anyway, Patty also decides to run for secretary, and this leads to the second best song in the musical, Better Than You, where Greg spreads rumors about Patty so he can win, saying that she is lacing that crap. Then that bitch Patty Farrell reports him to a teacher and gets his campaign cancelled. A week later, we get the classic I'm Sorry Women scene, plus the I'm Only Dwee scene. Then a song about puberty. If you're scared of change, don't listen to your changing. The classic Halloween scene is up next to distract us from the upcoming garbage, All About the Mom Bucks, a rap song. Next up is the Winter Talent Show, featuring the Presto Change-O box from Amazon. That's an actual line from the musical. Act 1 ends with Greg realizing he needs to get rid of Rowley. Act 2. The act starts off with the best song in the musical, Animal Heart, a song sung by Joshi. that we find out is haunting Greg when Rowley interjects with him, saying he and Greg are best friends forever. I promise it's good. I swear on everything holy, it is incredible. It's peak. Listen to it. Greg soon joins Safety Patrol in the next song, Safety Patrol. Damn, I thought it would be called Carboni's Pizza. Next up, this musical goes at a breakneck speed. Greg tries out for comic artist in the school newspaper in the song Doin' My Thing. He somehow actually becomes cartoonist, as represented by the title of the song, He Made It. But then it is revealed that Greg shoved little kids into a ditch to hide them from the high schoolers from Halloween while wearing Rowley's poncho, and he let Rowley take the blame after being told by his mom to do the right thing, Greg, by his mom. In song, of course. Musical. But obviously, Rowley has to find out one way or another. He learns in the song Roderick Rules, which has the line, I'll tell the world on TikTok 1 60-second post. Ew. That's nasty. I've lost all respect for Jeff Kenny. Greg has his title as Safety Patrol Officer stripped from him, as well as his title as comic artist stripped from him. Rowley gets a new friend, and so does Greg. His name is Fregley. The Fregley song. Yay! Greg gets locked in Fregley's bathroom. Dear Diary is so silly. Tee-hee. Fregley says sorry for trying to kill Greg by giving him his booger. A very fair response, I almost killed my sister the other day, and I gave her some of my shit. Later, Greg finds out Rowley is the new comic artist for the newspaper, and he releases Zooey Mama as the strip, which the two get in a fight over in the song The Fight. But then the high schoolers from earlier force Rowley to... Oh my god. This is good. No, I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, I'm about to say that. Oh my god! We've made it. Middle of it all, finale. Greg says he gets discriminated against, and everyone learns a lesson about friendship. The end. Okay, so the music in this musical is actually incredible. Everything except All About the Mom Bucks, of course, that song is dog shit. But, I mean, it's worth giving a listen to. Or, hell, there are like 50 versions of it on YouTube you could watch. That's how I made this video, because God knows I don't have 4 years worth of memory. I can't remember the full thing from when I saw it live. But yeah, that's pretty much it. To quote Greg Heffley from the musical, drop the mic.